Well, we find ourselves here again. I'm going to take off my coat because it's bloody hot. What you see here, this is an original HPI Hobby Products International Rush with a 15 FE engine pre-assembled in the box. This is a Rush EVO. The Rush EVO came out after the Rush. Look at it. Absolute beauty. The original Rush was a success. A big success. With two-wheel drive, a 15 FE engine, oil-filled shocks, nice cross-pattern tyres which they bring across to the Rush EVO as well. Let's have a look at the Rush first and then we'll go over to the Rush EVO. And there's a little bit of a story that goes along with that Rush EVO as well. Right, here we go. A nice HPI Hobby Products International Racing Rush. It screams late 90s, early 2000s with its design of shell. I actually prefer this design of shell to the Rush EVO. I don't know, the Rush EVO is a bit of a face-lifted version, and it's red obviously, but I do like the yellow. On the box we've got a real picture taken with a real SLR camera on a rock somewhere in the world. A 15 FE Nitro Star engine delivers great power and is one of the easiest to tune engines available. That's from HPI themselves. Visit us on the internet at www.hpiracing.com. Pre-assembled. Assembled chassis with engine installed includes yellow pre-painted and trimmed Rush truck body. Requires minor final assembly. The minor final assembly is probably, I can't remember what it was now, probably the spoiler and bits and bobs and a few stickers. Included inside this Nitro Rush kit. Powerful Nitro Star 15 FE racing engine. Racing engine. You know that racing part is a lie. But the 15 FE was a fantastic engine, but not a racing engine. Rib front tyres and X rear tyres on F5 gun metal truck wheels. Purple anodized countersunk aluminium chassis. Nitro Rush body and racing wing included. Gear differential. Complete set of ball bearings, long stroke oil filled shocks. There we go, everything you need to know. Now on this side of the box, oh, bloody heavy, I tell you. I'm not going to read all of this out, but it's in Japanese on this side. You don't see that very often anymore. We've got an actual picture of the Rush. Number 6, 27255 was the frequency that this particular model came out the factory with. Boat and car only. It comes with some stickers and a transmitter, number 560, ready to run. Two-wheel drive stadium truck. Some other information. And this side is in English. Protective receiver compartment, dual camber tuned pipe, chamber tuned pipe, long stroke oil-filled shocks, and loads of other stuff that is particularly interesting. You don't get the purple anodized stuff on the Rush Evo. It was all grey or black, whatever you decide to call it. One simple tuning adjustment. So it's important to remember that the Rush Evo had a T15 engine, and that had 2 needles, whereas the FE only had 1, and that's just you can twist it with your finger. You didn't even need a screwdriver. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. I can't speak. Inside the box of an original HPI Rush. Oh. Yeah. I don't know what happened to it. Honestly, I haven't got a clue what happened to it. It's gone missing. Now, some of you that do watch this channel quite often are going to say, you had that and you sold it. Now, that was a different one. I've had a few, and yeah, a couple of them have had the boxes as well, but I kept the best one that I'd ever come across. It was pretty much mint condition. I ain't got a clue where it is, but I thought it was inside this box. And this box has been in the loft of my home for the best part of 16 years, and I've always thought that the car was inside the box. And I got it down a couple of weeks ago in order to film this video. To my surprise, there is no truck inside the box. So where on earth it's gone over 16 years, I haven't got a clue. Obviously, well, it looks like, unless we've got a ghost that takes things apart, I never put it in the box 16 years ago. When I put the box in the loft, the car's gone missing. So what I've got is I've got a box for a Rush, but no Rush. So, but yes, I have had several original Rushes pass through my hands in the last, well, number of years, which have featured on this channel, and some which haven't featured on this channel. But yep, I've had some with the boxes, some without the boxes. As I say, this was the best box that I'd come across, because normally they're quite tatty, and also the car itself was the best car. I think it had only been literally ran once or twice from my memory, and I thought I've got to keep that as like a piece of history, but it appears it's gone missing, so I don't know what's happened to that, but we've got a nice box anyway. The good news, however, is there is a car inside the Rush Evo box. So this is a Rush Evo. I don't really know what year, the years apart they come out, but there'll be some geeks watching this inside this camera that will be able to tell you. This one I bought brand spanking new when I was a little whippersnapper. I'd already got a Savage 21 for Christmas when I was about, I don't know what I was, 10, 12, somewhere around that. And I kept seeing the Rush Evo advertised on the television. And also, I had a VHS tape that come with the Savage 21, and it featured briefly the Rush Evo on it, and I said, I want that. So my mum and dad said, well, save up your pocket money then, and you can buy yourself one. So I saved up £199.99. I can remember to this day going into JD Models in Rayleigh, handing them, well, going up to them. I couldn't reach it because the box, there was all stacked up on the high shelf, and I handed them £200 in notes because it was my pocket money, physical money, back in 2004, and said, I want a Rush Evo please, and they got one down, handed me the box, and that was it. I think I had a little bit of spare money because I think I bought a hump pack for the receiver at the same time from memory. So my one came with a pull start. It was pull start equipped, not the roto start. You can get it with either, but I picked the pull start one because I don't like roto starts. We've got a real picture on the front on a real rock taken with a real SLR camera. back in the early 2000s. We'd only just come out of the 90s, so real things were still a thing. Not like today when everything is pretend, computer generated pictures and whatever else. Pictures, pre-painted red body shell. You can put that in it. It's got a thing, stronger chassis than the original Rush. It's got a aluminium exhaust header, as they call it. The manifold is curved rather than the original Rush with the FE engine. It was a bit of a kink, you know, so it's better flowing for the engine. And also we've got an upgraded engine. We've got the new version of the FE. We've got a T15 in a Rush EVO. Two different types of transmitter. I've got the newer one. Having said that, I don't think the transmitter's inside this box, because the transmitter, I kept them all together. I kept all the original transmitters, but they're in another box somewhere else at the moment, so I don't think the transmitter's inside this box. Number 2, 27045 megahertz. This one was on. I think I put yeah, I'll explain a bit more in a minute. We looked at that side already, haven't we? Oh, it's the same. Okay. What's on this bit? Yeah, it just tells you some other stuff. A real picture. Yet again, they actually went out and actually took a real photograph of their product to market their product. I know, it's amazing these days to think that they would actually do that, but yeah, they did. They took real photographs. Alright, let's have a look to see what we got here. Oh, look at that. It's a miracle. Here's a... oh. Alright. It was a miracle. I don't know what on earth's going on here. Everything's going missing. What in the world? What's going on here? Why have we... right. There's no engine inside it for some reason. What has happened to the engine? Well, I don't know what's happened to the engine. Well, anyway, we just have to ignore that. I don't know why these wheels are on it. I must have put those on at some point. I need to find myself an engine to put in this. I thought the engine was in it, but it seems it's not. But anyway, I've seen them somewhere. The original wheels, the cross-patterned wheels, they are somewhere. I just don't know where. I have seen them recently. Anyway, so unfortunately I can't compare the two cars to show you the non-differences, because they're both pretty much the same, apart from on the normal, the original Rush. This is all anodized purple. The shell there, the chassis, sorry, is anodized purple, whereas it's black aluminium on the Rush EVO. You got a curved exhaust manifold, a nice tank there, receiver goes here, oil-filled shocks just the same as the original Rush. Battery goes in the back, in here, same on both cars. Spur gear and brakes are both there, exactly the same on both cars. Throttle servo, steering servo, and this is a fantastic car. This particular car has been on so many skate parks. I can remember as a kid there was like a half pipe. The Savage done it no problem, flat out up the half pipe, landed flat on the ground. This also used to do that. I would go flat out down the field, up the half pipe, it would go straight up in the air, and then just come straight down on the flat ground, and away it goes. There was no I never broke a single thing. Fantastic little car. You might think I'm messing around when I say I don't know where the engine's gone, but I genuinely... I thought the engine was in it, and I'm honestly standing here now racking my brains thinking, what did I do with the engine? Now, the original engine that was in it blew up. The big end bearing came apart and got wedged up between the liner and the piston. And that happened when I was a kid, and I took the engine apart as a kid in my bedroom when I lived at home with mum and dad when I was probably about 14, and that's where it stayed. Obviously when I moved out I bring it with me, and it's only in the last 2 or 3 years that I've decided to try and get this running again. Now, I did go through several second-hand engines for it until I come across a good running engine, and I thought that it was still in it. I don't know what happened to it. I thought that I had a good running engine in there, so I don't know why I took it out. I dare say it would be in a video, so those of you that watch this channel often, please comment and tell me, what did I do, what happened, and why did I take the engine out? Anyway, it did have a good running second-hand engine in it, which has now disappeared. So I might, in the future, buy myself a brand new equivalent engine, because I don't think you can buy the T15 anymore. You can buy the G15, not the G15. Is it G15? It might be. You can buy a different engine which is the same kind of to put in there, but I might get a new engine to put in there in the future, because this is a fantastic little car. The only trouble is I'll be scared of breaking it, because it's got some sentimental value to me. But there we go. A look back in time at the HPI, Hobby Products International, Rush and Rush EVO. This, I can't... I think the thing is, for those of you that are too young to have been around when this was brand new, in the late 90s, early 2000s, you won't know what I'm trying to say when I say these ones have so much more character and feel, homely kind feel to them, than any new car in general has. I really think, and I hope, that manufacturers, including HPI, do go back to making just a simple car like this. It seems to be all about gadgets, you know, all this and that, and it has to be all special things on even Nitro cars these days. You know, there's plenty of new Nitro cars being made, and it seems that it's all about getting bigger and better. Well, everything was simple and easy back then, and it's so much better. I hope, for those of you that were around and had one of these as a kid, brand new, as I did, I've brought back some good memories. And for those of you that are too young to have been around and got one of these when they were brand new, I hope you may understand now how good things were back then, when they were making cars like this, with real photographs on the boxes. There's going to be plenty more looking back in time at old Nitro cars, because I'm having a bit of a sort out, and I've got a few more to show you, and I hope they're in the boxes. I'm so gutted about that Rush, so gutted, can't believe it. When I went up in the, I found out, I saw the box in a distance, I thought, great, there it is. I picked it up and I thought, it's a bit light, and there's no, I couldn't believe it's just an old transmitter in there. Couldn't believe it. Gutted, I am gutted, because it was it was literally a brand new car. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later on. Enjoy life, and please comment. I want to know all about your Nitro car shenanigans, and I want to know whether you had a Rush or a Rush EVO back in the day, or if you've still got one. I'll catch you later on. All the best.